This is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Green Bay Packers. Right to the air is Rodgers. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. A lot of talk the other day about them wanting to quiet this home crowd early and often. Very first play of the game, they do just that.
You're exactly right about that, because that's often a conversation when you go on the road and you travel. Hey, let's take the crowd out of it. What a great way of doing so by putting the quarterback on the deck.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. He's got room past the 30. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Rodgers now on first down. He'll get this to Lazard. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up second down. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll get maybe a couple, if that, up to the 46. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
Not the result they were looking for there on third down. They end up taking a loss on the play. The only person happy now, the punter, gets to go out there and show mom that he gets to play in the game.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They start on the ground with Elliott. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap, because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Prescott. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, they sent the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing him for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott over the middle, and it's incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for, and it's 3rd down.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Prescott. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers. Got a man, that's Lazard. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 42. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys 33.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
On third down, here's Jones. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook that can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
They get the penalty yardage back plus a yard, 6-yard gain, and it's 2nd and 9. Rodgers going to throw. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. An inside give to Jones. We're scoreless after 1. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Let's go now, let's go. Let's ride, dog. Let's ride, baby. Come on, baby. Let's ride up. Let's ride up. Let's talk to Sam what we got to do here. Get something together. Let's go. Let's do it. Come on with it, man. Let's go. Let's go right here. Hey, what we got? Let us take the walk, boys.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
Takes it at the 7. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now Rodgers to try again after the pick six. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Here's Watkins on the jet sweep. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. He's going to look deep for Watkins. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room that if you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott.
Open man Lamb. It's complete.
Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Cowboys.
CeeDee Lamb.
88 yards.
And the Cowboys have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
So let's see, that was 3rd and 2. They hit the short pass, having the first down. He said, well, let's get a little more than the first down, all the way into the end zone.
And I know this is the NFL, and 3rd and 2 isn't necessarily a run down. I think most of the time you play it as a passing down, but you can disguise it a little bit, right? You can show heavy run formation, make it look that way, and still throw the football effectively, as we just saw there. And he's still running, isn't he?
He stopped now, and he got 6 points for it. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. On play action, it's Rodgers. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
To try again after the sack, Rodgers. That's complete to Lazard. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Throwing is Rodgers on third down.
He'll let this go deep for Lazard.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
The scoreboard tells a story for them, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
So on fourth down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. A first down throw for Prescott.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
A second down throw for Prescott. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Prescott now.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott.
And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be fourth down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
On to punt now, Anger as he boots this one away.
Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Now Rodgers. Pass incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now they'll toss to Jones running left. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Tried to get the edge there. The defense just too quick to the ball.
That's what we call total team defense there. Can't get to the edge, no place to move it inside, and then allows everyone else to run to the ball and create a big-time tackle for no gain for the offense.
To throw is Rodgers.
He finds Watson complete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 42. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. They go back to the ground with Jones. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Let's go now. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, man.
Rodgers now to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So a couple of 1st downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield. A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Prescott now from the 50. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Now Prescott. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up 4th down.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him. And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. Rodgers now on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. shotgun now for Rodgers.
This one complete to Tunyon underneath. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Rodgers to throw. Going deep here for Watkins.
And, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers.
He'll complete this one to Watson.
And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
The kick by Crosby is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And they'll run the option to start the drive.
And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown.
Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Prescott. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Here's Prescott. Got a man. It's Brown. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
Draw play. Elliott. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Inside give to Elliott. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
2nd down and 5.
Here's Prescott. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. So the completion gets him just a yard. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to make it 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
After the made field goal, Marr back out there to kick it away.
The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Rodgers going to throw.
It finds his receiver, Watson.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Up the middle, Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Rodgers going to try and throw on third down.
This one swung out here to Jones.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
Well, part of their struggles in the first half was their inability to convert consistently on third down. But how about this well-designed play? Gave himself plenty of options and able to get the hook up and keep the drive going.
On first down, Rodgers. That's complete to Lazard. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. Third quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10.
The give is to Jones. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground.
And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And his throw is incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Up the middle, here's Elliott. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is, he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's going to have to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up second down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Rodgers finding Watson for the Packer first.
Here's Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. On the delay, Jones. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. That's taken in by Watson. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes, because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well run route.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Anthony Barr. And the Cowboys will take over possession here up at the 44.
They'll start the drive with Elliott.
And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On 2nd down, Elliott once more.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
A give to Elliott running left. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Again, it's Elliott. Oh, he shifts past him. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
44 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw a defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
On second down, Elliott. And able to work his way down to the 16. A sizable gain there, 9 yards as they get it back to a 3rd and 5. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. This will be caught by Brown. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Elliott. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Through a couple of plays, this Green Bay defense is held strong. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And this time he is in. Yes. Ezekiel Elliott. A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Cowboys have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Let's go. Yeah, go right now. Come on, let's go.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
It's one play at a time, baby. Let's go.
5 yards remain on second down.
Throwing now is Rodgers. He'll get this to Lazard. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Rodgers teaming up with Lazard there for a Packer first down.
Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw here pulled in by Lazard.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play. They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now Rodgers got to have this one.
Got a man, it's Tunyon.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
So a big play there on 4th, and now 1st and 10 at the 30.
One final try now for Rodgers. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.